He leads with his energy, his dedication, and he just plays his heart out.
And be proud as he is to be playing for his country is fantastic to watch.
I just remember watching it like, oh, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen, but I want to try it. Ever since I can remember, I love sport.
Andy always would have been an athlete, that's for sure. I mean, that kid, all he wanted to do was play footy.
My ambition was one day, hopefully, play for the Wallabies. You know, as a little kid, you dream about lots of different things, but that was definitely the one that someday I knew I really wanted to do.
He loved sports, he loved football, cricket, golf, anything outdoors. A group of us always used to go down to Coogee Beach on a Friday night, and the kids would all have a swim.
I was only 13 years old at the time, and it was a bit rainy and cloudy outside, and we just thought, oh well, we'll still go for a swim anyway. And just remember getting to about waist deep water and just dove in. Next thing I remember is hearing a loud pop and a real flash in my eyes and feeling like I was drowning, and I was just completely numb. The doctors flat out said I'd broken my neck really badly and most likely to be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
You just go into this state of shock. I knew it was him when I got down there, and I knew it was him in the hospital, but I don't think you believe what was happening was happening.
I was in hospital for about 11 months. The mental side of it was by far the most challenging. There was 1 week where I just didn't want to be around anymore, and I didn't want to be who I was. I wanted to give up. It was actually my mum came up one day and just really sort of gave me a serve, and then I think when she left, she told no one to come and see me for 3 days. Just leave him there and let him figure it out, and that was probably the toughest 3 days of my life. That was a really big turning point in my whole journey so far, is I guess realised that I was still alive and I was still capable of so many different things, and I've been given a second chance. I was in rehab at hospital, and a guy told me about parasports, and it was the first time I ever saw wheelchair rugby. From that day forward, I just couldn't stop telling people about this sport. A few weeks after that, got taken out to a come and try day, and I just remember hitting someone in a wheelchair, and it was like honestly the first time I've smiled since I had my accident.
Andrew turned around and said to me one day, "Mum, I want to play that sport." And I said, "Darling, if you can play that sport, I'll be the proudest mum in the world."
2012, I was like, I'm going to put my entire focus on trying to make it onto that team, and I quit my job and I just started training. A few years after that, did I get my first opportunity to play for Australia, and I've loved being part of it every minute since then.
Rio, it was Edmo's first Paralympic Games, and what a fantastic campaign it was for us in wheelchair rugby. He played a crucial part in the semi-final against Japan. He got about 3 or 4 turnovers in a row. It cemented us into that gold medal game.
Australia going on to compete for a gold medal. It is the United States and Australia who will battle for gold.
It's what everyone wants, that gold medal every 4 years, and by far the toughest experience of my life playing in that final. There was 16,000 people all chanting for us, and it was definitely, as soon as I went out there, it felt natural.
My heart starts pounding every time I talk about that game because I can't believe how it ended.
To Bond. Bond will turn it across the line.
We're going to double overtime.
Inside to Wheeler, but Wheeler has left the field of play. It's up to bats, and it's over. They will win the gold medal.
First people that I looked at, it was my family, my friends in the crowd. We just won a gold medal in arguably one of the toughest games that have ever been played, and just being in that moment was pretty amazing. Tokyo, it's its own event. This is the time that you have to put everything in, and you don't want to get there with any regrets about your lead up to the games. It'll be the first Paralympic Games I'll have being a dad.
I can't wait to show Carter how amazing his dad actually is.
There's a lot of things people don't realise about parasport, and To play a sport which is the only full contact para sport out there it's crazy.
I couldn't believe that people could tackle each other out of chairs, could hit each other that hard.
What they're able to do opened my eyes. Anything's possible.
If you're dealt a blow in your life, something always comes out for the better. I think it's been the best thing for him to be playing for his country.
We've got a lot of on-court captains, people who lead from their actions, and Edmo's definitely one of those people. He loves playing for Australia.
As a team, we would love to win that gold medal, and we'll be doing everything we can to make sure that that's the way it goes.